What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another character showcase video. Alright, so we're going to be showcasing Silver Surfer today. I realized I haven't really made any videos on him since his uniform came out for his Void Knight look, and I'm kind of curious to see how well he'll do now that I have him at level 80, because I do remember when he first got this uniform and I did like my initial kind of impressions of the uniform. He seemed very, very underwhelming, at least in terms of his DPS, so he could probably only really work in PvP. I don't expect him to do much at all in PvE. His damage is just so low, unless this level 80 makes some kind of spectacular difference in damage. But I also don't have a crazy over-the-top build on him. We do have some Urus on him. We've got the main skills leveled up to 6. We have Overdrive on him, just stage 6, so not fully awakened. We don't have an artifact, and we just have a CTB of destruction on him. So this destruction I've had on him pretty much since the release of the character, so I just haven't changed it. If you want damage out of him, or more damage, you're definitely going to need probably something like a Rage, because regular damage proc here, oh, it's only 180. Yeah, this is really old, so this is definitely something I put on when he first came out, before I was actually re-rolling everything. Yeah, but with just regular damage proc right here, I was just not impressed with his initial damage. But I haven't tried him at all yet at level 80, so hopefully level 80 is going to make a difference. I don't have his uniform ranked up, but I think we're maxed out on, yeah, we're maxed out on everything that we need. We got our crit rate, crit damage, our ignore defense, and our skill cooldown, so everything that we need. And yeah, let's just go ahead and hop in and see how he does, and hopefully I'll be impressed. We'll see. All right, so here we are over at King. We're doing a stage 9, and we're doing the same team that I always use for these showcases. We got our dodge ignore strikers, and we are all set to go. So now let's go ahead and see what he does. I think you can instant cancel all of his skills, so a damage proc should work. I don't think I had to stall on any of them, right? Let's see. Oh, okay. I mean, his damage, I can already tell you, is looking significantly better at level 80 here. Which one is... Oh, it is proccing early. Okay. Because when I came in here before, I could barely move King's health bar. I do remember that. Okay, we are proccing too early. Oh, that really hurt. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if the instant cancel is working too well. And his tier 3, I should just be instant canceling the tier 3 for the stats, but his tier 3 you need to let play out to get like any of the actual animation and damage. So definitely not something to put into your rotation if you have a regular damage proc. Because, I mean, I could see if the tier 3 does. So if we just do something like this, because I gotta wait all the way to right there, then I could cancel it as soon as that explosion happens in the air. Yeah, he definitely does less damage with the tier 3. So pretty much just pop the tier 3 for the stats, but yeah, you can't really use it in your actual rotation if you have a damage proc. If you have a rage, of course, you can stall out that time just fine, and it won't really affect you too much, but... Okay, I mean, level 80 makes such a big difference because he was really doing no damage before. Like, it was taking well over a minute just to get, I don't know, like 10 bars in or something, 5 bars. Because I kind of think we were doing like not even a full bar. Oh, not even a full bar's worth of damage with his rotation there, and now he's doing multiple bars, at least when we hit the proc. When we hit the proc, we're doing multiple bars. So I guess his damage might have been similar to like when we missed the proc there. It may be similar to his damage at level 70 when we actually hit the proc. Yeah, let's go ahead and move over here to Null. Can we do Blast? Super villain. He doesn't... I don't think... Does he become super villain with that uniform? I don't think he does, right? He's still a hero. Yeah, he's still a hero. Oh, no, he's not. He is a villain with this. Okay, I kind of thought he might have been, because usually all the symbiote ones are villains. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't have any dodge ignore villains, so let's just go ahead and hop in. When I'm doing Null in my showcases, sometimes it's hard to be consistent with my teams because I can't always use the teams because of the restrictions for the different stages here. But let's see what we can do. I think we missed our rotation there. Or I missed, excuse me, our damage proc. Yeah, we missed the damage proc yet again. Okay, so which one is easier for... Trying to think if 4-3-5 is going to have me proc early less or 3-4-5. I think it's 4-3-5 because it looked like 3 does like an instance. Actually, we can just use this because then we get the stun immunity. Yeah, look how there's a little bit of damage there, but not great. Okay, so no, that went off right away as well. Because we're still... Oh, no, they've switched spots. Wait, no, they haven't. Ah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die while trying to check which custom gear up there is actually my CTP. I don't know. I can't tell how many of these I'm actually hitting or not. It seems like I'm missing a lot of procs, though. There we go. I hit that one. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he does a lot of damage when you actually hit the proc correctly. Okay. So we were missing like 90% of those damage procs then. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that one seemed to cut off a little early there, huh? Okay. Yeah, see, if we can actually consistently proc on our CTP here, I would say he's doing decent damage. But his damage is still definitely low, don't get me wrong. I would not classify him as a top tier option for any PvE content based on what I'm seeing here, so gonna want to build him for PvP and not PvE, but I don't do any PvP on my account, so I always build everyone towards PvE, so that's why we have a PvE build on him. So we have one more thing to test out here, and that is going to be Dormammu, so let's go ahead and load that up and see how he does against Dormammu. Alright, here we go. We got the usual team here that I'm taking in against Dormammu for my showcases. So now, all that's left to be seen is how well will Silver Surfer do in here. Again, not expecting much from him, but might as well try. Yeah, based off the damage right there at the start, it's going to be a long fight. Okay. Okay, we hit the damage proc that time. Definitely helps. So it's going to depend on how many damage procs we miss if we're going to be able to do this in a timely manner. Doesn't help that this is on an 8-second cooldown. Okay, we're actually hitting procs now. That's surprising. I feel like we're having a really hard time hitting those procs in World Boss Legend, but against Dormammu here, the procs seem to be cooperating. Definitely not going to argue about that. Wow, we've only missed that initial proc. We've hit all the others. That is very, very nice. Oh no, I missed the 5th skill. I went to tap on the 5th skill and I tapped somewhere else on the screen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as long as we're hitting procs, the damage is not too bad. Hopefully we can keep doing that, but I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to the phase change so that we can see what kind of damage he does there, because that is the most important. Alright, made it to the phase change here. It took just about 3 minutes, so that is extremely slow if you are wondering. Definitely not good. And are we... Oh my gosh, are we even going to get half a bar? Did we miss the proc there? I only missed one other proc since I cut to this point. Wow, we did hit the proc and it still does half a bar. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go, half a bar. Just barely broke the half bar mark. That's not good. He definitely cannot take on Dormammu. Not in the slightest, not with this damage. I'm not sure how much better it would be with Rage, because, I mean, when we actually hit the damage proc, our damage should be, you know, a lot more comparable to Rage. It's definitely not going to be as good as Rage, but it should be within the ballpark, so it's not like we're going to see triple the damage here by putting a Rage on, compared to the proc, that is. Because when I miss the proc, definitely triple the damage sounds about right. God, that is so bad. Can we try to sneak in a sneaky tier 3 here? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. I think we might have got that. Yes. Yes. Oh, we got like 65% of a bar there when we actually somehow snuck in that tier 3. Huh. Yeah, just not good. Not good damage. So avoid PvE content with him. So yeah, you can save your rage for another character, because he's definitely not going to be taking full advantage of that. So overall, I mean, he's still a strong character. He's not going to be competing in PvE content very well, but he can still be used as kind of like a backup character if your initial DPS dies. I'm not really sure why he would be in your team, though, is the thing, because he doesn't have any passives here that apply to all allies. And he also doesn't really have a very great leadership, because you have to get debuffed to get that all attack and all defense. Maybe if you gave that all attack and all defense unconditionally and had the debuff removal when debuffed, then maybe there's situations where you can use his leadership. You know, if you're in Warboss Legend and you have a pesky stage with Blade Twisters, you'll just pop his leadership on there, and then you get your debuff removal and you get some all attack. Sure, I could see use there, but as it sits, I don't really see him being used really at all in PvE content, unless you just want to have fun with him on some of the lower stages, which is probably what I'm going to keep him built as. Just keep this CHP of destruction on him. You could probably still do okay in PvP with this destruction on. It's definitely not going to be anywhere close to the best option, but you know, maybe you can surprise one-shot some characters there with the tier 3 with the third skill, excuse me. Yeah, so that is going to be Silver Surfer. Again, very underwhelming for PvE content. Not sure how he performs in PvP content, but I expect him to be pretty good, a solid at least option, because he still has all this reflect. Now that he has his level 80, you can get those extra stats on him, and then of course if you give him like a CTP of regen or authority or something like that, if you want a little more damage out of him, I could see him doing okay. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.